Thumbnail achieved. If you have been contemplating getting into the FPV drone hobby and you want a beginner's perspective, consider watching this video. A few weeks ago, I just started getting into the FPV drone hobby and actually getting into drones, period. And I initially started with this drone using the Motion Controller 3. Great controller to start off with, by the way, if you want to just dip your toes in, which you can't really do with this drone unless you spend like $700, but we'll just call it dipping your toes in, because you also need to get these goggles. Actually, no. Let me walk that back. The DJI Goggles N3 just came out, and those are like half the price of these, so I would consider getting those goggles as opposed to the DJI Goggles 3. Now, while this Motion Controller 3 is super easy to use and like really intuitive, like you just basically, you want to turn right, bam, left, bam, up, down, super easy. Like I had zero experience, just picked this up just fine. However, I've developed an interest in learning how to fly manually. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I chose this drone to start out with, I was left with only one option to start flying FPV, and that's with this thing, the FPV Controller 3, which I'm gonna be real with you, it's expensive for what it is. It's a PS5 controller with a couple extra buttons. Oh, and before I get any further into the video, I'm Mike. I'm just a regular dude with a camera. I'm not a reviewer. I'm not an expert. I just wanted to give a beginner's perspective of what it was like to fly an FPV drone manually for the first time. And I recorded that flight, and that's gonna be a little bit later in the video, which I'll show, but first hear me out. One thing I would strongly recommend you at least consider doing before taking one of these bad boys up and flying manually is to practice on a simulator. Good Lord, I think that actually helped me a lot, because I took my first flight, excuse me, I cannot English right now. Spoiler alert, I didn't crash my first flight. The simulator I chose was the DRL Racing Simulator. I'll put the link in the description if you just want to go click the button and go straight to it. It's on Steam. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for giving me at least a little bit of watch time, and let's cut to the flight. Flying the Neo manually. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. mission success. I was sleeping on those other YouTubers talking about like they were just like, please try manual mode, or not manual mode. Try a flight simulator before trying manual mode in real life. Definitely glad I did that, because I can't tell you how many times I've crashed in the simulator, and if I did that in this drone, it's a tough drone, but that thing probably would have been broken. Granted, I didn't do anything crazy or risky, but maybe in the future, but I can't really be busting up drones because I got limited budget on that. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you watching. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments. And yeah, or if you want to see something else, you can give me some words, some suggestions, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.